Welcome back to the Options Academy. In this presentation, we'll discuss the basic ideas behind buying naked options as a trading strategy. As always, to make the most of this presentation, we recommend that you refer to our written article at www.theoptionsacademy.com, which matches this video. Buying naked options. Buying a naked option means buying an option without buying or selling the underlying market and without selling an additional option to reduce the cost basis of the trade. As we've mentioned in our Buying Options article, when you buy an option, you are required to pay a specific premium. Should the market fail to reach your option by the time of its expiration, your option will expire worthless and you will lose the premium you paid. The premium, therefore, is your risk, and your only risk other than your commission, and as long as the option does not expire in the money, assigning your position in the underlying market. What are the advantages of buying naked options? The two main advantages of buying naked options are leverage and staying power through limited risk. For a trader who speculates on market direction and enters the underlying market, a move in the opposite direction means being stopped out if they use stop orders, or immediate and unlimited loss potential if they do not use stop orders. On the other hand, a directional trader who utilizes naked options buying will indeed experience a loss if the market trends against their protection, but this loss will be limited in scope, always less than the underlying move itself. See our Delta article, and never greater than the original premium that was paid. Furthermore, a trader who utilizes options buying strategies need not be concerned about being stopped out of the trade. This is why many traders attempt using buying options rather than a stop order. Buying options, therefore, may offer the trader a significantly increased staying power, which in the business of trading is an important advantage. An additional benefit delivered by naked options is leverage, not a bad word when used correctly. Any trader who speculates on the market direction using the underlying market needs to have sufficient funds in his or her account to support that position, in case the market moves against the position. This often means that for the traders to take one position, they need to tie a significant amount of their available funds and commit to that one position. Buying an option can be different, since the risk on the option is limited to its premium, excluding any commissions and fees. A long option, an option you buy, carries no margin requirement other than its specific premium. Options vary in prices, depending on their distance from the current market level. There are other factors influence options valuation, such as volatility, time to expiration, and more. But all things remain the same. The distance of the option from the current market level has significant bearing on the option's premium. An option trading 10% out of the money, away from the current market level, would be much less expensive than an option trading 2% out of the money. That means that if a trader believes the market will move more than 10% in a specific time period, they can buy several options at that level. Because the options are likely to be inexpensive, as long as the time period is not too long, the trader can amass a very large position at a specific market level, rather than only one position if they were to use the underlying market. That, ladies and gentlemen, is leverage. This is a good time to take a look at some of the drawdowns of buying naked options. The main disadvantage of options is the fact that they expire. Even before expiration, the options will lose a small portion of its time value each and every day that goes by, regardless of the market direction and movement. Options that trade out of the money have virtually nothing but time value, which means that when you buy an option, you are fighting against time. Gaining the leverage you want and having a small risk associated with your naked option usually means you have to buy the option quite far away from where the market is currently trading, or buy the option with very little time left to expiration. Many option traders who seek great leverage or small risks choose to do exactly that, buying options that have little time left until expiration and trade far out enough to make them, the option, an attractive buy. The main disadvantage to this approach is that most of these positions expire worthless. At times, even if the market moved in accordance to the trader's speculation, the options were bought too far out or expire before the market reaches their level. If a trader wants to buy a quality option, one that is close to the money or has a significant amount of time to its expiration, He or she will have to pay a greater premium, which often makes the trade too expensive and too risky. Therefore, when you buy naked options, you have to walk the fine line, balancing the price of the option and the risk you are willing to assume with the probability or likelihood that the market will indeed reach and cross your strike price before expiration. Let's touch on the issue of risk management. The risk management of long options you buy, is often referred to as relatively uncomplicated and straightforward. Since the maximum risk is given and predetermined, you can most times simply decide based on the value of the option if you want to take profits or cut losses. Truly, many traders who buy options insist that there is not much more to it. If you bought the option for a premium of $500 and it is now selling for a premium of $1,000, you have doubled your money, excluding commissions and fees. If the current option price is only $250, you have lost half of it. We say most times because in real-time options trading, the market may move quickly and the value of your option may change very fast. This, of course, would be more irritating if your position is losing and more pleasurable if your option is gaining value. For example, if you bought a call option and the market plummets down, your option may lose value rapidly. Though your maximum risk is always limited, planning to risk just a half of the option's value may prove difficult in such a scenario. Being aware of that may help you plan and be better prepared. One action that can greatly contribute to your trade management is taking profits. When you buy options, taking profits on an option you own may surprisingly prove to be a bit trickier than one would think. Not logistically, but psychologically. Indeed, it is a slippery slope, and here too, being aware and prepared can make a big difference. Here is the issue that confronts most traders who buy options, as it does other traders. When the market accelerates up or tumbles down, according to your prediction, psychologically it could be very challenging to take the profit off the table, letting go of the potential for even greater profits. Many profitable options that should have been great winning trades lose their value faster than presidents who raised taxes lost their popularity. They lose their value and expire worthless. It is simple to avoid such a scenario. Here are 2 ways. Have a clear and defined target. Have a target, whether it is a market level, a specific dollar amount, or a date on the calendar. Have a clear target that would trigger closing your position. Closing your position does not mean you are changing your outlook of the market. It simply means you are taking profits or cutting losses. For example, if you buy a call and the market trends up and reaches your target, you can close your position. And if your perception of the market is still bullish, you can buy calls further up. Now you have taken profits and you are still long the market. Sure, there will be times when such strict management will cost you some more profits, but you can count on it to save you a lot of frustration and gains. Consider trading with multiple options. Buying options becomes psychologically easier when you trade in multiples. In fact, when you trade 2 options rather than 1, you could say it becomes psychologically twice as easy. Here is why. When you trade 1 option at a time, the challenge, as we said, is letting go. The decision you make on whether to leave the option in its place or close it bears finite consequences to your trade. However, when you trade with 2 options or more, you gain the flexibility of adjusting without closing the entire trade. For instance, if you buy 2 call options, which double in value as a result of a market move up, you can take profits on one and leave the other option untouched. It is still emotionally hard not to take the whole profit off the table and wave goodbye to a successful trade. But now that you have practically covered the cost basis of the trade, excluding any fees, your downside is eliminated and you are still in the trade, which is now for all intent and purpose free of cost and risk. If you trade with more options, the process offers even more flexibility, presenting more opportunities. If you are trading with 3 options, you can take 2 off the table. If you are trading with 4 options, you could take 3 or 2. Buying naked options is a relatively uncomplicated strategy, both methodologically and logistically. While naked options carry the potential of unlimited profits and while they can provide great leverage coupled with limited risk, an options buyer must balance those potential benefits against the probability of the options expiring worthless. Though many traders refer to the risk and trade management of naked options as one of the simple strategies a trader can apply, we recommend that you familiarize yourself with the specific challenges and characteristics of buying naked options and plan your trades accordingly. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email or call us. In the meantime, here's to your success. And remember, there is a substantial risk of loss in trading futures options. Remember that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And remember that only risk capital should be used. I hope to see you again soon.